So, the question of the day. Does someone who did GCSE Latin actually remember any Latin? There's a very strong stereotype around Latin that it's a dead language and no one needs to know it. I'm not going to comment on that. However, I will say this. I did A level Latin. I did Latin up until 2021, which doesn't seem that long ago, but it also seems a very long time ago to me. I have not even remotely thought about the Latin language in over 5 years, and to be honest, I would like to keep it that way. Doing A level Latin nearly finished me off, not gonna lie. However, GCSE was quite fun. That being said, I don't think I remember any of it. I did a languages degree, however, those were modern languages. This is an ancient language, and I don't do ancient things, you know? Basically, today I have found a past paper from Latin from 2024, and I'm going to try it and I'm going to see if I passed. I don't think I am, because I don't know any Latin, but we're going to find out together. So I have it up on my iPad, um, and we're just going to give it a crack, I guess, and see how it goes. It says you're allowed 1 hour 30 minutes. It's not going to take me that long, I can promise you that. Okay, let's do it. By the way, this is only the language part. You are having a laugh if you think I'm going to do the literature part. I am not. Mainly because I do not remember any of it. Okay, Latin, let's see. Read the passage, answer the questions. Okay. Venus is jealous of the mortal girl Psyche and wants to punish her. In the end, Cupid and Jupiter resolve the situation. Okay, great. How were the king and Psyche related? Okay. What line is this? Line one. Okay. Line one. Let's go. Okay. So, erat. Okay. I can't read Latin. I don't know why I was going to read that out loud. I literally can't read Latin, but okay. Okay. The king. There was once a king in Greece, whose daughter named Psyche, who had a he had a daughter named Psyche. Okay, it's his daughter. We're off to a great start. I actually understood something, which is more than I thought I would. Okay, what's the second question? What did some people say about Psyche? Okay, okay. The girl was beautiful, and everyone always praised her. Okay, by the way, I do not remember how the Latin case system works. I know there are 6 cases. I do not remember what any of the endings for them are. I don't really remember when you use most of them. Look, the only cases I remember are the Russian ones, and that's because I actually do speak Russian. I do not remember the Latin cases. I don't think when I studied Latin I even knew the Latin cases. So yeah. Anyway, so some people were saying that who's Venere? Venus. Okay. Again, no idea what case that is. I'm not going to pretend I know what case that is. Um, but I think they were saying that Psyche was more beautiful than Venus, who's the god of love. Makes sense. They said she was. Sorry about my handwriting, by the way. I'm here for speed. I'm here for efficiency. I'm not here for beauty. There we go. What did Venus do as a result of her anger? Okay. She's angry. What's going on, guys? Okay. And so Venus. Ah, I see. It's Venus, who is very angry because she's literally just got insulted over her beautifulness. That's not a word. Who's just got insulted because they don't think she's as beautiful as this other girl. So Venus, who is very angry. Um, Delere? I don't remember what that means. I also don't remember what use it means. I'm gonna assume that she sent her son Cupid to do something to Psyche, and I don't know what. Um, shout at her, hit her, kill her. Oh, is that what Delary means? Maybe, maybe. I think she sent her son to kill her. Okay, 2 marks. I think that doesn't seem like enough information for 2 marks, does it? I know the marking is weird because it's like, okay if you got the cases wrong or something, but like, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Blah blah blah. Cupid, onto Cupid. What's he up to? However, I remember that word. However, Cupid, um, who he loved her. Oh, he loved her. In secret. I don't remember what that word means. It was literally in every other sentence. I still don't remember what it means. In loco, in a secret place. That's what that means, right? In a secret place. I don't remember what constituent means. Um, he. Okay, let's read the next sentence and see if that helps. Here, Psyche invisibat. He visited her at night. I don't know what this means. Not, not telling, not telling people where she was. So did he lock her up? He locked her up in secret somewhere, I think. That's a weird thing to do. Don't do that, guys. If you love someone, don't lock them up. That's kind of weird. He loved the girl. I'm not going to write her name, so I can't be bothered. If the mark scheme says that, I'm just going to ignore it. What did he do? He locked her. Well, it doesn't say locked. I think it's sent, maybe. I don't know. In a secret place. What did Cupid do? Oh, okay. I completely misunderstood that sentence. What did Cupid do to make sure that Psyche did not know who he was? So he went to visit her. Oh, not saying who he was? He didn't tell her who he was? And he sits at night time. Makes sense, you can't see him. Okay. He went at night and didn't tell anyone? Oh, ipsa, is that feminine? He didn't tell her. He went at night and didn't. See, this again seems like too much information for one mark now, but I don't know. I'm probably completely misunderstanding the sentence. I don't know what they want from me. Tell her who he was. I think sometimes they have a rule where if you give too much information, they're like, no points for you. But other times they're like, yeah, just ignore it. I don't know which one it is, so I'm just gonna give too much information for now. It's probably gonna be wrong. Okay, Psyche did something. What two things did Psyche do in order to look at Cupid's face? Okay, she wanted to find out who he was, I guess. Okay. One night, Psyche, with a torch, with a lit torch, approached Cupid and looked at his face. This seems way too easy of a plan. If it was this easy all along, Cupid was not doing a very good job of hiding his face. If you can literally just walk up to him and be like, I fear he should have tried harder. So she took a torch. Okay, she lit a torch. Lit a torch. What two things? Um, she lit a torch and approached him and looked at his face. Approached him? That doesn't really seem like a key part of the plan here. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Approached him with the torch. I guess. What did Psyche finally realize? Okay. She shouted Eke, which I think is like, oh my god. Um, because I'm able to see you. Tandem? Okay. I don't know what tandem means, but okay. Because I am able to see you, I understand that you are the god of love. He is the god of love. Guys, I know we're on question one, but I'm kind of remembering a lot more than I thought I would. Good job, my brain, I guess. I may have shoved it in there last minute before the exam, but it's still in there, so who's the real winner? Okay, and then Cupid ran away. Whoa, okay. Hot and cold much. Cupid, after he heard her words, ran away quickly. Why? No. Timabat. He was okay. He. Oh wait. No. He was worried that Venus would punish him or her. I don't know who. However, he understood that the girl was very sad he persuaded Jupiter to make her a god. Guys, I understood this whole thing. How good am I? I'm very much joking, by the way. He was scared that he was going to be punished by Venus. I don't know who he's scared is going to be punished. I'm going to assume it's him. He was scared of being punished by Venus. By the way, in GCSE exam conditions, you're not allowed to talk. I'm talking a lot right now. Don't do that in your real exam, guys. You will get 0 marks. Turn over. Oh god, there's more. There's more. Oh, okay. How did Psyche feel? Very sad. Tristissimam. I remember the issima. That is the like what's the word? Superlative. She was very sad. Okay. How does this show that things ended well for Psyche? Because she got turned into a god? Well, goddess, I guess. I do remember when I did GCSE Latin, there was a culture paper. I don't know if there's still, I mean, I assume there's still a culture paper. And I remember we had to learn all the gods and like what they were all the gods of. Oh my god, guys. I was not paying attention. I was listening to Dionysus by BTS whilst learning this information, just to make it a bit more fun. I, however, don't remember who was the god of what, apart from the very obvious ones. Oh my god, this box. I remember these. Okay. For each of the Latin words, give one English. Oh my god, I forgot we had to do this. How stupid is this, by the way? I mean, I guess in a way it's actually quite helpful. Like, out of all the stuff in this exam, does anyone really need to know Latin? No. But does it help to know which English words come from the Latin? Yeah, actually. So I guess this is actually kind of helpful. But at the same time, it feels a bit silly to be an exam, doesn't it? I don't know. Okay. Nominate. I don't know what una means. Wait, does it tell me? Hold on. I'm assuming these words were in here somewhere. Oh, una? Una? I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie to you. It could be one. Un. I can't think of any English words that sound like una though. Un. I don't know. Incenser. I do know that. Incense. Because incenser means like lit up or burnt. So like meaning of English word, a stick that you burn. I don't know if incense is an English word actually, but I've never thought about it, so. Blank page, don't write on this page. Oh, we already read this. Okay. Oh my god. This is where it's not going to go well for me because it's asking grammar related questions. I could not tell you anything even remotely related to Latin grammar. Okay. Habebat, identify the tense. It's past tense. And I think it's past imperfect. I remember the bam bas bas bamas batis band. I remember that. Past imperfect. I think. Pick out a pronoun in line 2. Pronoun am. This one. Pick out an adjective in line 3. Line 3. I don't think sum counts as an adjective, does it? Let's say magnet era, because this means like very angry. So I guess angry is the adjective, right? Let's go with that. Era. Identify an example of the perfect tense in line 3. Okay. Use it, I think. Identify the case of loco and explain why. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. I know. Does Latin have a prepositional case, or is it called something else? Because like I know the 6 tenses. I know 5 of them are the same as Russian, and there's one that's called something different. I think. Ablative. What the hell is an ablative case, by the way? I think there was like what do you call it? An acronym that we used for the cases. I was like, okay, nag. I feel like I'm missing a letter though. It was nominative, accusative. There's also like a vocative case, genitive, dative, ablative. Okay, I guess it's the ablative then. There is no prepositional, because it's in preposition. It's in somewhere, which is a preposition. Okay. Identify the form of kilare and explain why it's used. It ends in re, so I believe it's an infinitive. Infinitive. Why is it used? In secret. Because he decided to do something. Decided to do. I mean, I don't think you would get away with answering this way in the actual exam. However, I'm the one marking it, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm not gonna do section B because I can't be bothered, so we'll just finish this part. Identify the case of nocte. Hold on, let's go back to our chart. Oh, I don't know what the dative's used for in Latin. Maybe this is dative? Because it's at night. I'm just pulling things out of nowhere, I'm not gonna lie to you. Why is scire subjunctive? Because of ne. Because it's I got a 7 in GCSE Latin, by the way, so I don't know what I was hoping for with this. I am honestly shocked that I actually remember this much. I genuinely thought I would not understand a single word. So this is kind of shocking news to me. Don't answer question 12 if you've... okay. I never did this part because you will not catch me in hell writing in Latin. Like, anyone who did that, you are crazy. Why would you do that? Like, it's so much easier just doing the English grammar part. In my humble opinion, at least. I mean, if you want to write in Latin, go ahead. I'm not going to do that. I'm too lazy and I don't know enough Latin. But, okay. I'm going to skip section B because it's kind of long and I kind of can't be bothered. Okay, Psyche was the king's daughter. Father and daughter relationship. Yep. Cool. I have a mark. Oh, it's so exciting. They said she was more beautiful than Venus. Psyche was more beautiful than Venus. Yeah. I mean, it didn't specify they said, but I don't think that matters. I mean, I'm the marker, so it doesn't matter to me. She sent her son. She ordered. Do not accept sent. Damn. Okay. To destroy. What do you mean? Don't accept kill? Who destroys someone? That's not something that people do. You don't destroy someone. That's like a reputation thing. That's not a murder thing. I don't disagree. I don't agree with this. Because clearly I'm good enough at Latin to be able to disagree with the mark scheme that Latin people have made. Does this mean I get 0 points? I don't feel like I deserve 0 points for that. But I guess according to the mark scheme, I do, so terrible. He disobeyed Venus because he loved Psyche. Yes, okay. He loved the girl. He hold on. He locked her in a secret place. Hide her. Okay, well, he didn't lock her, technically, he hid her. I think I'll get 0 points for that. I'll allow it. He went to see her at night. He saw her in the night. Does it matter that he saw her? You know what? I'm gonna give myself a point that because I wrote extra information. So, she lit a torch and approached Cupid. Yeah. I don't know if it was necessary to separate those two pieces of information, but okay. Next page. Cupid was the god of love. Yes, he was. Why did Cupid run away? He was afraid that he would be punished by Venus. Did I say that? He was scared of being punished by Venus. Yeah. Guys, I'm doing so well. Okay. How did she feel? She was very sad. Nice. Okay. Cupid persuaded Jupiter to make her a goddess. Yeah. I'm gonna give myself the points for that because I don't really know what the mock scheme's on about. How does this show that things ended well is a very open-ended question, I think. But I'm gonna give myself the marks for that. This one I didn't answer because I don't know, so let's find out. Una. Really? That's stupid. Unicycle? Really? Unicycle. That's insane. Incense. Okay, incense. I think counts because they say accept any words that work. So I'm gonna say that works. Okay. Do I lose a mark for writing on the page that says please don't write on this page? Hopefully not. Imperfect. Yeah. I mean, imperfect. Didn't this specify past? That's interesting. Imperfect. Yeah. Okay. Pick out the pronoun am. Nice. Pick out an adjective. Huh? Magna awesome. Okay. Apparently era is not an adjective. My bad. If I knew Latin grammar, this would be obvious to me, but alas, I do not. Perfect tense. Use it. What case is it and why? Ablative follows preposition. Yeah. Oh, I got it right. That's so exciting. I not for a minute in my life have I understood what the ablative case is, by the way. I don't what other languages I assume have that ablative case, but none of the languages I do, none of the languages I know do. So I couldn't tell you. Why is it the infinitive? Let's find out. Infinitive exists after const. Okay, yeah. Is it dative? It's not. Wait, what question is this? Hold on. F G is ablative. Oh, I didn't even ask you to explain it. I just explained it for no reason. Mansplaining much. Sorry. It's not dative though. It's ablative, isn't it? Okay. I thought it was, but I feel like they wouldn't put it twice in a row. So I have been kind of 4D chessed by the exam. Purpose clause. Yeah. I feel like what I said sort of means that. I'm gonna give myself a 0.5 because I feel like I deserve it. And then I didn't do the rest. Okay, let's count. Let's tally up. I'm not gonna use a calculator because that is embarrassing. I can do maths. I can do maths. She says. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and off. 22 and a half out of. Does it tell you how much each part's out of? Let's see. Okay, it was out of 30. So I've got 22.5 out of 30. Obviously, that's not the whole exam because I'm too impatient to do the whole exam. However, let's percentage it, and maybe I can find out what grade that would have been. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Percentage. What is 22.5 as a percentage? Okay. Next exam is GCSE maths because I actually don't remember how to work this out. No, I'm sure I do. Come on. No. Okay. No, I don't. Let's just use a calculator. 75%. How lovely. What a round number that is. Okay, let's go back. GCSE Latin 1 language raw. Okay. 75. It's a 7. I got the same grade that I got when I sat the actual exam after copious amounts of revision that I totally did. How interesting that is. I don't know if it's concerning that I got the same grade after not thinking about it for several years. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't do the entire paper. It gets harder after the part where I stopped, probably. Hello, future Charlie here. So I decided to do the rest of the exam off camera just because I was kind of curious and I thought, you know what? I don't know if it's fair that I can just do the first part of it and call that a day. So I did the rest of it off camera, honestly. And I marked it, I went by the mark scheme, I totaled it all up, and I got 81.5 out of 100, which according to the mark scheme is an 8. So somehow I ended up doing better on this practice one than I did my actual GCSE, which is concerning. But it is worth saying that the language part of the GCSE is only 50%. There's another 50% of the mark, which is the literature. And I don't know how well I would have done on that. It is in English, so there's that. There is also a component of trying to understand text and culture and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm not saying if I retook this exam now, I would get an 8. I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't get a 7. But just in this specific language paper, somehow I got an 8. So if you needed any proof that GCSEs are weird and that there's absolutely no level of consistency etc. Here is your proof, because I got a 7 in the real exam. However, I am very impressed that I remember anything at all, to be honest with you. I mean, as it was evident, I do not remember any of the cases. I remember the most basic vocabulary, the most like commonly used vocabulary. Even back then, I don't think I knew half the vocabulary. I mean, we had like a massive list of like 750 words or something on Quizlet that I think I knew like half of them. I don't know. Um, it's also worth saying I don't know how the exams have changed over the years. I took it in 2021. This was the 20. No, I didn't. I took it in 2019 because it was the GCSE. This was from 2024, so that's 5 years. Oh my god, I feel so old. That was 5 years after I did it. So I don't know. Maybe because of COVID, it changed. I know a lot of the exams I took my A levels during COVID, so I had a great time. Um, and obviously for us, we weren't even doing proper exams really. So I can imagine things have probably changed after COVID in terms of like difficulty a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I thought by 2024 it would have gone back to the way it was, but I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm just misremembering it entirely, and it was always kind of the same level. I don't really remember. Because I did the 2019 one, so I don't know how things have changed. However, I'm very pleasantly surprised that I actually remember basic Latin. What is the point of this video? I just wanted to see if I actually remembered it. Um, I wanted to see how hard GCSEs are, because I'm a grown adult now. I'm 23 years old. I sat these exams when I was 16. So my kind of idea of what GCSEs were like is from when I was a child. So I don't remember exactly, from an objective standpoint, I don't exactly remember how difficult or easy they were. So it was kind of interesting. And it kind of, in a weird way, made me want to get back into Latin a little bit. Sorry, I know, crazy statement considering my friends will vouch for me on this. Every single day of sixth form, I complained about A level Latin. Every single day, I was like, I want to drop this. I hate this. This is my worst subject. Mind you, I did psychology and Russian and Latin. And Latin, not even close, was the worst of the three. Um, so maybe absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's not a word. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, or whatever they say. Um, that being said, thank you for watching. If you want me to try any of the GCSE exams or A level exams, even, feel free to ask. And I hope this was kind of interesting to you. If you do GCSE Latin or A level Latin, good luck. It's a crazy time, right? It's kind of a hard one because it's not super common. So there's not that many people who can kind of understand the pain of doing Latin. So I just want to say I sympathise with your pain. And I hope you have great fun, because I had great fun doing Latin, even though it was really hard and I kind of hated it at times. My teachers were great. We did a lot of Kahoots and Kaikilis in Horto, that kind of thing. I'm saying things. I'm saying crazy things now. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to request more videos, please do. Please subscribe, and hope to see you again.